Ohio, gente. Damas y caballeros, estamos de vuelta con Simulanka, que es el evento principal de la 4.8. Así que vamos a continuar con la historia. Ya está. Y vamos a proceder a continuarla. Y por lo que puedo ver son como 4 días, creo. Así que supongo que que sí se va a dividir la trama para los videos. Así que van a ser 4. Pero bueno, vamos a continuar.
Get up there, Jewel. Time to get to work, you lazy
I can't remember how to call the train. Just let me sleep a little longer, then I'm sure.
Ese gato me representa en la chamba.
Don't try to pull one over on me, young man. Your fading disorder has been cured. I saw you chugging cup after cup of magic tonic.
You must be mistaken, Grandpa Allman. That guy definitely...
Oh, you remember my name now, do you? Then it seems like you're all better. You had no idea who I was when you were fading. Now, enough of your nonsense. Get up.
All right, I'm up. The Maritime Express.
That's more like it. Lie there any longer.
Is everything okay?
The hero, her pixie companion, and the forest fairy. I didn't know you were already here. Oh, merciful macadamias.
Oh, it's all right. Paimon knows the feeling. Who doesn't want to sleep in first thing in the morning?
Tenía que ser Paimon.
Does the Maritime Express run out of Constellation Metropole?
Yes, each train needs a conductor to operate, and the conductors are always from the capital. The more difficult maneuvers are a little too...
Oh, so you mean the people of Constellation Metropole aren't...
Well, the city welcomes visitors from all over the world, so you're bound to run into some forest dwellers there. But yes, generally speaking, the residents of Constellation Metro... you'll see for yourself soon enough. Here comes the train.
¡Ay, qué bonito! Son muñequitos de madera.
Pleasure to meet you, everyone. My name is Will, and I'll be the conductor for your journey today. I'm assuming you're the ones who called the train?
Sí, buenas, perro.
Whoa, it's a little toy mini...
Yes, we called the train. The hero and the forest fairy need a ride to Constellation Metropole.
The hero and the forest fairy. Oh, why didn't you say so earlier? We could have prepared a far more luxurious train. I'll just go back and get a better one.
Nada, tranquilo, ese 3 está bien.
We're trying to get to the city as fast as possible. We just need you to get us across the sea. In your capable hands, I'm sure we'll get there in no time.
Of course, my lady. It would be an honor. Well then, all aboard, sit anywhere you like. We'll get a stunning view of Simulanka no matter where
Pido
you're
la
seated.
ventana. Qué bonito, es como un mini cascanueces.
Breakfast.
¿Y esa voz?
Did one of you just say something?
Yo no he sido.
Wasn't me either. Breakfast.
Como que la voz me suena a alguien, pero no sé cuál.
Sounds like the voice
Es
is coming
Kirara,
from
¿no?
inside the train.
Ah, sí, es Kirara, la patita.
Fish. Chicken drumsticks.
Ay, sí, soy cuando duermo, güey. Güey, ¿por qué estoy así? La prima también.
What's Kirara doing here?
¡Ay, qué bonito! Miniatura, como dice como dice Vegeta, miniatura. Mírenla, está bien bonita, qué cosita tan mona. Miniatura, aguante. ¿Está mordiendo la cola?
Is she a friend of yours?
¿Sí? Kirara, ni lo Kirara, aunque esta está dormida.
Oh, let Paimon introduce you. This is Kirara. She's... Oh, wait.
Ah, ya lo hice yo.
So noisy.
Ah, me encanta cuando hace ruidos de gato. Mía, unos días.
Morning. Huh? Huh? Traveler! Paimon! It's you?
Ah, ¿cómo llegaste hasta ahí?
Which means... Oh, thank goodness. It was all a dream after all. Oh, gotta hand it to my imagination. It all felt super...
Madam, sleeping overnight in the train car is prohibited.
Sí es... Mira,
It wasn't just a dream?
no.
It's alright, Kirara. Apparently we're in a world called Simulanka.
Simulanka? So, that's what it's called. I spent all day yesterday wandering around this one city. The toy people called it I was seriously starting to think I'd gotten on the bad side of some great yokai and gotten swallowed whole.
Huh. I take it you're Inazuman then, Miss...
She sure is. But, Kirara here is kinda special. Let Paimon introduce you for real this time. Kirara is a Nekomata from Inazuma.
Huh. Nice to meet you. I'm Nilu, a member of Zubair Theater. You can usually find us performing in Sumeru City's Grand Bazaar. Right now, though...
Oh, you're Nilu! I've heard a lot about you from my deliveries in Sumeru. I even saw one of your performances back in the day. You're an amazing dancer. But, did you say you were a forest fairy?
De hecho, la última vez vimos la presentación de Nilo y fue preciosa. Te la perdiste, Kirara, perdón.
Oh, yeah, that's her new identity here in Simulanka. Oh, speaking of new identities...
Yeah, I know! It confused the heck out of me yesterday. I just woke up in a set of brand new clothes.
That must mean you have a big part to play here, too!
Es una mosquetera. ¿Una necomata con botas?
Is that a thing? I guess I am wearing a pair of boots, but still.
Y qué buenas botas. Los estoy viendo, cochinos. Dejen de verle mis muslos.
Did you by any chance hear a voice speaking to you before you got here, Miss Kirara?
A voice... Oh, yeah, I did hear something. But I was so freaked out, my tails got all tangled. So I, didn't...
Sorry for the interruption. But this, Nekomata friend of yours, she doesn't eat hamsters, does she?
Or frogs?
Dudo que los gatos coman ranas.
Oh, no need to worry, little guys. I would never do something like that. Well, unless I've been out in the wild too long without anything to eat. Well, speaking of eating, I am getting a little hungry.
Oye, tú, ¿para qué te asustas? Los gatos tampoco comen llamas.
Where are your manners, everyone? This young lady is a trusted friend of our esteemed hero. Now, I know a fear of felines is etched into us with ink, but I'm certain Miss Nekomata in boots here means...
Sure looks like you're keeping your distance, though, Grandpa Almond.
A mí se me hace que eres marica.
Mi amigo el valiente.
You will have nothing to fear, I promise. I met some origami animals in Constellation Metropole yesterday, and I even made sure to retract my claws so I didn't hurt them by accident. Plus, you all look just about as tasty as the cardboard boxes I deliver. Not that I tried to eat you, even if you did look tasty.
Please excuse us, Mom. It's just an unconscious reaction.
Dear passengers, it's almost time.
Oh, yeah, that. Whoops. This turned into a pretty long conversation, didn't it? Alright, let's get on the train.
I'll ride with you to the next stop. There's a place near the Metropole that caught my eye yesterday, so I want to go explore it today.
Then all that remains for me to say is, on behalf, may the goddess of fate be with you and bless your journey. Madam Fairy, please do visit us in the Forest of Blessings again. Once Pete...
We will. We'll definitely meet again.
Take care, Grandpa Almond.
Adiós, almendro. Y con esto empezamos. Viajeros estelares. Me suena con que ahí está el rey. Muy bien, hay que subir al tren. Ah, mira, se pasó para... Estaba hace rato aquí el tren y se pasó para allá. Oh, ¿me puedo sentar? Sí. Ah, no me dejaron sentarme. Y ya está. Ah, me tengo que pasar para allá. Ah, mira, aquí están. Me siento con ustedes. Mira, dos gatitas y una bailarina. Adiosito. Güey, no era tanto tramo, me hubiera venido caminando con Purina hasta acá.
Here we are. Constellation Metropole is right over there. It's a short walk from here to the Gear Sky Ladder, which will take you right to Metropole Square. And thank you again for choosing Maritime.
Great! And thanks to you for a smooth and pleasant journey, Mr. Wheel.
The train cars were comfortable and spacious, and I had a great night's sleep. I'll definitely be back.
As you wish, ma'am.
Muy bien, vámonos. Y un teleport. Ah, me
Where
deja...
should we go next? Is that place you wanted to check out nearby?
Mm-hmm. I took a walk around yesterday, and it felt like there was something weird about it. So, I think I'll indulge my curiosity and...
Want us to come with you?
It's okay. You guys go ahead and visit the Metropole for now. Hopefully, that's where you'll be able to find out some more about this world. I pretty much explored the whole place from the rooftops yesterday, but for some reason, this is the place... You know what I mean, right? Like, when you get a stone stuck in your claw or something, it keeps nagging at you to dig it out, but you can't focus on anything else until you do. Don't worry, if you run into any trouble, I'll be there faster than you can say gold level courier of the Comania Express.
Okay, fair enough. We'll head to the Metropole then. Guess this is where we say bye for now.
Ve con cuidado, Kirara. Y no te duermas en
Don't worry
lugares
about
que
me.
no.
Let's not forget, I'm a yokai.
Teleport. Al parecer, aquí Kirara tiene una misión aparte. No sé si hacerla. Ya hice como 2 misiones en la anterior isla. Pero creo que podría ser una especial para Kirara. Ahora vamos a avanzar.
Over here.
Luego me tomaré fuera de cámara el explorar acá.
Help me! Somebody!
¡Ay!
Help me! Help! Oh, Goddess of Prophecy above. Would you kind souls please help us?
What happened?
Está todo tieso.
Why are you all suspended? ¡Ay, Miguel! In midair.
I mean, being stuck in midair still beats falling to the ground and being smashed into a pile of blocks, but... I told him to be careful, but... My good friends, could I trouble you to turn the clockwork key over there? I'll explain everything in a bit.
¿Está bien? Ok, prueba y error. Puta. Ah. Ok, ya está.
Oh, thank you.
What happened there? It almost seemed like...
I take it this is your first time witnessing the power of the Goddess of Prophecy? That basically, this is a gift bestowed upon Constellation Metropole by the Goddess of Prophecy, who rules over the natural course of all things. It helps those who have deviated from their proper path to get back on track.
Proper path? Do you mean everything that happens in the Metropole has been planned?
Why are you saying that as if it's a bad thing?
You're not explaining it clearly. Here, allow me. Of course, all the residents of the Metropole have the freedom to live their own lives. For instance, whether I use olive oil, but whenever something disastrous is about to happen, like when I almost got turned into a pile of rubble just now, the goddess's magic will act.
So, in other words, it's kind of protection magic?
You could say that. There are other situations in which it activates too.
Well, in any case, we're glad.
Are you heading to the Constellation Metropole?
¿Eh?
Do you know where we can find the Gear Sky?
No, it's just that platform up ahead. The one with the...
That thing?
Yep, that's the one. Pretty much everything in the Metropole runs on tracks and gears. The Goddess of Prophecy watches over it all. Which is to say, all the tracks are fixed. If a machine is set up to move forwards, it'll never move in reverse.
This reminds Paimon a lot of Fontaine's clock.
You mean Like those music boxes with dancing figures? I think I've seen one or two from the merchants.
Yeah, exactly like that. Anyway, sounds like it's not gonna suddenly fall out of the sky.
Pues andando. Ya llegamos. Ok, el lugar está bonito. Vamos a agarrar el transporte.
Whoa, what a bustling city! This place is fit for a king!
Our next step is to get to the top of the metropole and ask the goddess of prophecy for guidance. If there is a king in that castle.
A la bestia. ¡Ay, se cayó! Perdón, es que se cayó de una forma tan graciosa.
Make way for the king!
A la reina. Ok,
Oh,
es una reina.
Oh no. Did he overhear us talking about us sneaking into his castle?
Silence!
Ah, perdón. Cállate, Paimon.
The one who shall soon stand before you is the ruler of Constellation Metropole. The one who descended after a meteor shower. And the...
Ay, son bien tiernos.
I bid ye welcome, guests from afar.
Espera,
Long have I
Navia.
heard of your grand deeds, O fairy, who restored the lifeblood of the forest.
¿Por qué tiene un
O hero,
bigote?
Who, huh?
Ah, no me engañó, Navia.
Hold your foul tongue! How dare you utter Her Majesty's name?
Tenga piedad, su majestad.
Nice one, partner. Spectacular improvisation skills. I'd expect no... All right. You can relax now. Allow me to make some introductions. This...
You are personal friends with Her Majesty the King? Please, forgive our...
All right. The welcome ceremony is over. Everyone back to your stations. I will personally treat our...
Yes, Your Majesty.
No tiene su sombrero, tiene una corona, aunque está un poco extraño. Qué honor, ¿eh?
Oh, come on. I've already sent them off. So
We were gonna ask you the same thing! Also, how are you already king of this nation? And where did you get a crown? Oh, wait, don't say it. You just woke up like this, right?
sounds like you've answered your own question. But before I woke up, I heard a voice say to me, "You are the king of Constellation Metropole."
A similar thing happened to me.
Oh, yeah, sorry. You must be the fairy of the Forest of Blessings, right?
This is Nilu, a friend that we made during our time in Sumeru.
Nice to meet you, Miss Nilu. I'm Navia, the president of Spina di Rosula. If you ever get the chance to go to Fontaine, make sure you come and visit me. I'm based in Poisson.
Seems like you're taking this all in stride. Aren't you nervous about getting stuck here and never being able...
Why would I be worried about that? We've faced much bigger problems than this before, and we always... Besides, life's always full of surprises. You gotta learn to just enjoy it.
That sounds like a great outlook on life.
Yeah, thanks. I'll take that. Honestly, though, it also puts me at ease to find out that you guys are the fairy and heroes that I've been hearing about in this prophecy. We're kind of veterans at dealing with
About that, has anything bad happened in the Metropole? We heard about an evil dragon. Did it make a mess here too?
It sure did. Apparently, for whatever reason, he went for the stars above the city recently. Literally just flew up and started snatch. Luckily, the guards responded quickly and stopped the dragon from taking them back to his lair. Unfortunately, though, he dropped them before he flew off. Now they're scattered. I've been out trying to retrieve them, but I only managed to get one of them before you showed up. Oh, I didn't ask yet.
Perdón si no hablo, es que me estoy concentrando en la trama.
Oh, Paimon can explain.
¿Un reloj?
I see. So, you want to consult the...
Do you know how we can do that, Miss Navia?
Well, the goddess's statue is indeed at the top of the castle. I can take you up there.
Pues andando. Hay un cofrecito aquí, luego lo agarro.
However, I've heard from the citizens here that the goddess hasn't given out any new revelations.
Really? But Grandpa Almond told us that he received his prophecy.
Oh, that's probably because the prophecy about the hero of Simulanka. But recently, people realized that the goddess didn't reveal anything about what's supposed to happen after peace has been restored.
Okay.
Still, can't hurt to try your luck. And maybe you can help me get rid of the invaders while we're at it.
Invaders? So the dragon's not your only problem?
Right. The forest isn't the only place where strange things have been happening to the residents. Have you come across the gift from the goddess of prophecy yet?
You mean the protection magic that stops them from coming to harm? We saw it in act.
Yep, that's the one. Over the past little while, this magic has been triggering far more frequently. We don't know if it's simply because the metropole has grown a lot more dangerous. Some residents find themselves getting stuck in a place and unable to move. Others start repeating the same thing over and over again, like they're trapped in some kind of loop.
If we were to use clockwork toys as an analogy, could it be that the tracks have eroded or the gears have slid out of place?
That's right, Nilu. That's basically what's happening. Anyway, some of the monsters outside the city saw this as an opportunity to launch an invasion.
But we didn't see a single monster on our...
That's because I already took care of most of them over the past couple of days. Of the remaining few, we trapped some of them inside the castle and chased the rest back out of the city.
Okay, so to summarize...
O sea, Navia llegó y se ocupó de todo el desmadre.
But the dragons also knocked some of the stars out of the sky. Plus, there's a bunch of monsters in the city. Sounds like there's a lot more to fix here than in the Forest of Black...
Well, defeating the dragon and the monsters should be straightforward enough. But how do we fix the magic?
Supposedly, the goddess has had it all planned out for ages. One of her oldest prophecies says this: go and push the gear that connects up to the starry sky. When that time comes, I shall...
Huh? But weren't the tracks the gift that she gave to her people in the first place? Does that mean she plans...
That's what the prophecy seems to be saying, yes. So, as a result, some people are against turning the gear, despite what the prophecy says, since they fear a future where they no longer enjoy...
But letting this drag on isn't the answer either, is it?
No, and I think they know that. But they're just too afraid to take that final, terrifying step. They're still hoping there might be an now. We could ignore their objections and go turn the gear ourselves.
Pero, ¿tú quieres tener en cuenta cómo se sienten ellos?
Exactly. You know me well. And that's why you're my partner. I want to get as many people on my side as possible. At the end of the day, this is their city, and they should have the right to decide its future.
Me sorprende que Navia y Kirara despertaron en el mismo lugar, pero ninguna de las dos se ha encontrado.
Spoken like a true wise...
O a lo mejor y sí, pero Kirara no lo mencionó porque seguramente pensó que no conocíamos a Navia.
I am the boss of Spina di Rosula, after all. This may be my first time as a king, but there are a few similarities between the two roles. Traveler, Paimon, Miss Nilu, would you be willing to lend me your support?
Anotado, para algo somos socias.
With your help, I'm confident we'll be able to find the most frictionless way to resolve the problems plaguing this city.
Será un completo honor, Su Majestad Navia.
Not gonna lie, Your Majesty is
Seriously, like we'd ever say no.
I'm happy to help too. This is a beautiful city. And just like the Forest of Blessings, I would love to see it return to normal as...
Great. As the King of Constellation Metropole, I extend... All right, everyone, follow me. I'll show you the way to the goddess statue at the top of the Metropole. And stay close. You don't want to get lost in my castle.
Navia es como la princesa Peach, que es la reina y tiene sus honguitos, nomás que en este caso son muñequitos de madera, está bien bonito. Yo estando en su lugar había aprovechado de esclavizar a todos, ¿digo qué?
Huh? What?
Wait. This looks like the star I found earlier. I told the guards to place it near the goddess statue. Maybe they guess we'd better hurry.
Ok. Vamos. Tengo una estrella dispersa. Ok, aquí hay un teleport. Por cualquier cosita. Y me aparece que también hay una zona subterránea. El problema es saber cómo le hago para ir. Ok, para ir abajo. Quiero pensar que hay un ascensor directo para abajo. Es, es una trampa. Ok, los atacaron.
Everybody stand back! Cue the spotlight! Wrap up the flame!
Ya está.
Huh. Let's appraise the value on this.
No puedo dejar que los monstruos escapen, ok. Pero, ¿dónde están los monstruos? Déjamelo a mí. Tengo a Lynette cargado y no tengo miedo de usarlo. Con su permiso.
A round of applause. Step right up.
Surprise! Yeah. Over here! Let the magic begin!
Now disappear.
Y voilà. Aquí hay otra estrellita.
Whoa! Why is the star on top of a mechanism? Uh-oh! More monsters incoming!
Here comes the finale.
I'm going in! Time for your ring! Zip on them! Surprise! Be a me!
And voila.
Y presto.
I wonder if this chest is some kind of trick.
¡A la verga!
Zip on them! Over here! Boom boom! Huh. Chia. Huh. Surprise! Huh. Zip on them!
¿Estás bien? Ya estás a salvo, güey. Sí, ya sal. Eres libre. Y dame el cofre. Gracias.
The scent of treasure.
¿Sigamos subiendo? ¿Qué pasó? Ok. ¡No! ¡Está herido! ¡Juan Carlos! Yo te vengaré. ¡No, Pepe! Voy por ti, Pepe.
A round of applause. Step right up.
Y ya está.
Now disappear. Guess this'll go into my
Ya
magic
estás a salvo, Pepe y Juan Carlos. Ok, ¿ya puede agarrar la estrella?
Feels like they really didn't want to give that to us.
Step right up.
¿De qué? La banda está lista.
Now disappear.
Ah, ¿qué será esta madre? ¡No, otra vez! Están atacando el castillo. ¿Creen que es el momento ideal para hacer un concierto? Ok, creo que ya está. Ah, lo logré. Ok, estuvo chido, pero no es el momento ideal para hacer su bailecito.
Just kidding.
El pedo es como subo. Es por acá.
Surprise! Yeah! Motion to compel. Yeah. Yeah. Chip on up. Over here.
Ya está. ¡A la verga!
Cue the spotlight. Teamwork is dreamwork. Inadmissible evidence.
Let's get this show on the road. Step right up.
Surprise! Over here.
Ya está. Ay, no me había dado cuenta que estos vatos estaban pegados. A ver, aguanten. Ya están. A ver, quítate, güey. Ok, 1, 2, 3. Ya está. ¿Ahora me pueden dar la pinche estrella? Sí, no hay de qué, pero ¿me pueden dar la estrella? De nada. ¿Ya puedo agarrar la estrella? Ok, gracias.
Another one in the bag. That sure was rough.
Ok.
Drat!
What happened?
Your Majesty! This conservative radical, he attacked us! He threw the star from the Astral Garden and even stole the magic thread linking the Oracle Pillars! But just as we were about to arrest him, the goddess's magic activated. And now we can't move. No! Nobody touched the celestial gear!
What's an oracle pillar?
You need to use it to pray to the goddess. I'll explain later. First, let's help.
Ok.
Hey, he's getting away!
Halt!
It's okay. Let him go.
But, Your Majesty!
Even if we catch up to him now, we won't be able to change his mind, much less quell the fear that many others like him are feeling. All it would do is turn him further against us.
Understood, Your Majesty. Also, this is the magic thread he was holding from the Oracle Pillars. Your Majesty, what should we...
Ah, please give that to the traveler over there. I believe they have some questions for the goddess.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Ok, dámelo. Gracias.
So,
See those oracle pillars over there? Just use the magic thread to connect them together in a specific pattern. And the goddess of prophecy will...
oh, sounds easy enough. Let's give it a try.
A ver si no me trabo aquí. ¿cuál es el orden? Y ya estaría la estrella.
It worked!
Ay, es como una bruja.
To which course of fate do you seek answers, my child of Simulanka?
Si derrotamos al dragón, supongo que esa será la forma de que regresemos a casa, ¿no? A ver, quisiera preguntar cómo podemos derrotar al dragón malvado.
The hero from another world, supported by their companions, shall restore peace to this world.
Ok, podemos hacer más preguntas. Quisiera consultar cómo abandonar este mundo. Ok, no sabe responder eso. Quisiera saber cómo será el futuro de Simulanka. Tampoco sabe. Ok. Quisiera saber cómo podemos resolver la crisis de la metrópolis.
Go and push the gear that connects up to the starry sky. When that time comes, I shall dance and return the tracks beneath my people's feet back to the stars.
Se me hace que este mundo la hizo alguna de las brujas de la aquelarre de Mondstadt. Me da esa pinta. No tengo más preguntas, gracias.
So, Miss Navia was right. The goddess...
Fair enough. Guess we'll just have to play it by ear.
Si pretendemos girar el engranaje estelar.
Then first, we have to restore the sky back to its original state by putting the stars back in their positions. Let me do a... All right. Adding in the ones we picked up on the way here, I think that's all of them. Let's go hang these stars back up
in the sky? How do we get up?
Oh, I got us covered.
Is that a flying train?
Hey, you already took a train that runs on water. Is a flying train really?
Well, at least the Maritime Express.
Oh, come on. Don't worry about it. This train has been blessed by the goddess of prophecy.
Ese tren sobre agua hace referencia a One Piece, ¿no? Con lo del Water 7.
It took me a lot of effort to find it, you know. I don't think anyone's used it in, like,
100 years? Are you sure it's safe? Let's not forget that the goddess of prophecy...
Well, it's not like we have any other options.
No, thank you. It's way too high up. Oh, wait, Milu. You've got a feel for how magic...
I can try. Yes, I can sense traces of magic. But it's still...
Okay, fine. Guess there's only one...
That's the spirit. I'll come with you. Miss Neil.
I think I'll stay behind. That way, if something does go wrong, you'll have someone on the ground to get...
That makes sense. If the train does break down, you can make us a giant origami crane to come bail us out. Or if a crane's too difficult to fit, it could work.
Pues está bien. ¿Algo que decir, Nilo?
Best of luck. A finch.
Ok. Ahí vamos. Me voy a morir, chat. Ah, espera, que yo no tengo chat. PPP.
Choo-choo! Aerial Express moving out.
Whoa, it really is flying!
Admito que es una bonita
What an
vista.
amazing feeling. I've never been on a flying train before.
Siendo realista, si me subiera a un tren de verdad que fuera por los aires, me daría pánico porque me da pánico las alturas. Pero como esto es un juego, sí puedes disfrutar bien las vistas. Aquí va la primera
That
estrella.
should do it. On to the next location.
Si me tiro, me muero. No lo quiero averiguar. ¡Ah! Se me fue una.
You're so high up. Don't look down. Don't look down.
Paimon, tú vuelas, no mames.
Hang in there, Paimon. The hard part's nearly over. After that, it's downhill all the way.
Don't say downhill all the way. That is the
Y ya serían todas.
We're finally done. Okay, let's get back down while this train is still working.
Regresamos a tierra firme y con vida. ¿Estamos en el último? Porque ahorita me acaban de mandar mensaje de que me ocupan en...
Great job! It looked like it all went smoothly.
Yep.
Yeah, and it was an absolute blast, too. You gotta ride with us next time.
Huh?
Se me hace que le tiene miedo a las alturas, Nilo. Es igual a mí. ¿Qué pasó?
Halt! What do you think you're doing?
Get out of my way!
What's going on?
Your Majesty, there!
Let us through!
Stay back!
¡Pelea de chiquitos!
It's okay. Let them through.
Your Majesty, could we please ask you?
And why is that?
As you have seen, the goddess's gift is very important to us. It keeps us from harm and protects our very lives.
Some of us, we just aren't ready to lose that protection.
I see.
Huh? Your
I won't turn that gear. Not until you're ready.
What?
I've said before that the Metropole belongs to the people, and they should have the right to decide its future. But let me ask you this. How do you plan to solve the issues we are currently...
Well, we'll start by rescuing the people that have gotten stuck. And then we'll find a way to figure out the true cause.
And have you made any headway on that?
Unfortunately, not.
Hey, you little...
I'm sorry, my friend, but it's the truth.
You have friends and family that have been affected, don't you? I understand your concerns. But if we let this drag on for much longer, the situation may well get worse.
Yes, but if we turn that gear now, all the tracks in this city will disappear.
I know this is a hard decision to make. But have you ever thought about why the goddess might have made things this way and...
Huh?
Why do you think she might decide to take back her gift and stop revealing further?
Are you saying she has abandoned us?
No. Quite the opposite, in fact.
What do you mean?
The goddess dearly loves this world and all the people of Simulanka. And because she loves you so much, she wants...
Navia como líder es excelente. Sabe cómo manejar la
Every parent
situación
hopes their
con
child will
palabras.
have a happy and carefree life. But if they're overprotective, then all they'll manage to do is, if a mother bird lets her baby ride on her wings for too long, her child will never learn how to fly. Perhaps the goddess of prophecy has always known that one day children can only become independent if they're allowed to form their own opinions, make their own decisions, and deal with the consequences on their own. Only then will they be...
But we've relied on the goddess's protection for so long. We don't know what it's like to go it alone. We don't know...
Are you kidding me? I think you've proven yourselves...
What do you mean?
You made a call in a time of crisis. And you've come all this way to talk to me. Even the guards couldn't stop you. That must have taken a lot of courage.
But we only did it because...
Why you set out on the journey doesn't matter. What matters is that you've proven you can choose your own path.
My friend, I fear our king is right. It is time...
What? But we...
We can't go on living like this. Living in fear. Look at what it's driven you to do. You threw away a star personally created by the goddess of prophecy. You once revered her more than any of us. And I think the king is right. She hasn't abandoned us. So, why don't...
I don't care anymore. Do what you want.
Aw, he laughed.
I'm sorry about my friend. That's just how he is. Always had a terrible temper.
Is it just me, or has he...
I think so. Not that you'll ever... Your Majesty, please turn the...
So, you've made up your mind? About giving up the...
Yes, I've made up my mind. But maybe losing the gift isn't what this is about anymore.
Well said. Now, gather around, everyone, and join me as we...
Andando. Cinemática. Muy bien, empujemos. 1, 2. Ok, 3. Güey, qué bonito. No sé si usar esto como para miniatura o usarlo de Kirara. Qué belleza.
So the stars hanging in the sky, they're music notes.
This entire metropole is a huge music box!
How do you feel?
A little scared and uncertain. But for some reason, I feel a lot more at ease.
Figured out any next steps?
To be honest, not really. But maybe I can start by having heart-to-heart with that stubborn...
I have an idea. If you don't know what to do, why don't you start by helping the people around you?
You mean the people who got stuck because of the goddesses?
I mean anyone and everyone who needs your help. By helping others, you'll eventually find your own...
What kind of experience, Your
Yes. We'll need a formal organization with a catchy name before we go out and start helping people. Why don't we call it the Spina di Rosula?
Imponiendo su título hasta en un mundo de fantasía.
Spina di Rosula?
Ooh, or even the Spina di Rosula di Simulanka. Yeah, that's catchy.
Wow, big expansion for the Spina. Moving into other
Es lo
worlds
mismo que
now.
yo dije.
Spina di Rosula. I like it. It's a great name.
Well then, how about I appoint you as the head of the Spina in Simulanka? While I'm off fighting the dragon with the other heroes, it'll be your responsibility to work with the guards and take good care of the...
What? You're planning on fighting the dragon? But...
No, he's right. Your Majesty, you can't.
Ah, tranquilo, yo estoy a cargo.
How are you two on the same side?
Perhaps Your Majesty is unaware of this. The great dragon suddenly broke out from the Titanium mines one day and tore the end of the world. After that, it spat out a strange fog that surrounded a whole island. No one knows what lies beyond the fog. And no...
Before Your Majesty arrived, we dispatched many soldiers to fight the dragon. But none came back alive.
Yikes. Sounds worse than...
Isn't that all the more reason for us to go? There could still be guards trapped there, waiting for someone to rescue them.
King Navia is right. We cannot simply stand by and watch as the people of this world...
Very well. Though I have not served by your side for very long, Your Majesty. 2 days is enough for me to have learned that once your mind is set, any attempts to...
You're a pretty good judge of character.
He probably didn't mean that as a compliment.
Since you're serious about this, I won't try and stop you. There's only one way to reach the...
Oh, right. So there's a line going...
Yes. It was originally built to serve the workers commuting to the Titanium mines, but it has been abandoned since the dragon attack. I'll tell the conductor to wait for you at the platform by the side gate to the Metropole, first thing tomorrow morning. You're embarking on an extremely dangerous adventure. Please be careful, Your Majesty and friends.
Oh, thank you for your concern. While I'm gone, I leave the...
Yes, Your Majesty!
Just call me boss from now on. That's what everyone in the Spina calls me, and it's what I'm used to.
Ok. Adiosito, gracias por su ayuda.
So, the plan for tomorrow is... journey across the ocean, make it to the end of the... Ooh, that's an adventure and a half. Do all storybook heroes have to work this hard?
At least we'll get to see some amazing scenery along the way, right?
Besides, plus, we're pretty well equipped for a classic heroes versus dragons story. We got Miss Nilu as our magic caster, and
Paimon can definitely see that. Anyway, those are tomorrow's problems. Right now, all Paimon wants is to eat a proper meal, because worst case scenario, if Paimon ends up getting eaten by a dragon, she wants...
Well, the origami animals in the forest only drink magic tonic.
vegetable oil and sawdust, I think.
Ok, con esto terminamos. Viajeros estelares. Está bastante bien. O sea, me divertí. Este lugar está preciosísimo. Pero bueno, gente, eso sería todo por esta ocasión. Vamos a esperar a que cargue lo demás que hace falta de la historia del evento. Así que bueno, si les gustó ya saben, denle like, compartan y síganme en mis redes sociales para contenido variado. Así que nos vemos hasta la próxima. Sayonara.